What's up, Wise Flyers? David here. We're going to talk about the easiest Chase credit cards to get approved for. So there are over 30 different Chase credit cards to choose from, but not all of them are that valuable. So in this video, I'm going to rank easiest to hardest, the most valuable Chase credit cards to go for. Now, just because there are so many Chase credit cards that may be easy to get approved for doesn't mean you'll be eligible to get approved for these cards. There are some Chase application rules in place. I'm not going to get too much into detail of them. I'll save it for another video, which I'll link to down in the description below. But the most important rule to point out is the 524 rule, which means if you've opened 5 cards or more in the past 24 months, you won't be approved for any Chase credit cards. So you definitely want to choose your Chase credit cards wisely. So if you're thinking about getting Chase credit cards, want to know the easiest ones so that you could get approved, make sure you pay attention to the entire video. First, I want to talk about some Chase credit cards that are really easy to get approved for, but I don't think are worth going for. The first card is going to be the AARP card. Now, this card is easy to get approved for. You need a credit score within the 600s, mid to high 600s, and your income doesn't need to even be that high. Benefits of this card is going to be 3% back at restaurants and gas stations, 1% everywhere else with no annual fee. Although this card may be easy to be approved for, I don't think it's a card worth going for with Chase, especially since you only have a limited amount of Chase cards to get. Another card in this category would be the 2 Disney credit cards, so Disney card and the Disney Premier card. When I went to Disney World, it seemed like they were marketing this card and handing them out to everybody like it was candy. So this card is also really easy to get approved for, or actually there's 2 different types. So there's one with a $49 annual fee and there's a no annual fee one. Both of these actually are easy to get approved for. I did a review of these cards. If you're curious, I'll put a link down in the description below, but I think this is more of a sham than anything else. People who really love Disney might want to get a Disney credit card, but I don't really think it's worth going for. Next card is going to be the Chase Slate card. So this card is not offering a sign-up offer. You're not getting any bonus category spending there. Main benefit of this card is if you're going for a balanced transfer. So it's not only a 0% for a certain amount of months, but it's a 0% transfer rate as well. What that means is if you have a balance on another credit card and you want to transfer it over to the Slate card, it's 0% to make that transfer. Most of the time, it's a 3% transfer fee. So if you have $1,000 on one card, usually it would cost you 3% or $30 to transfer it to a 0 balance transfer card. Being a balance transfer card, Chase wants to market this to people who need balances to transfer so that hopefully, people will use the Chase Slate card, have the 0% for the introductory period, and then when that intro period is done, Chase is hoping that there's more balance on that card so they could collect their interest. Now, if you're new to the channel, I talk mainly about how to use travel points and get credit cards for those type of things. So with the whole balance transfer thing, I don't really think it's worth it. Although if you do have any balance whatsoever, I think it's worth transferring to a 0% balance card. This way you could pay it off as soon as possible. And the Chase Slate card is probably the best one in that 0% balance category. Now you're gonna see a theme here that the no annual fee Chase credit cards are usually the easiest cards to get approved for. Usually the entry-level Chase credit cards with no annual fee are easy. Then it goes mid-tier, which has a bit of an annual fee, not too high, nothing above 100. And then you're gonna have more of the premium cards such as the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, which is gonna be one of the hardest to get. Next easy Chase card to get approved for is gonna be the Amazon Rewards card. So this card, you get a $50 gift card just for getting approved. You're gonna get 3% at Amazon as well as Whole Foods, and then 2% cash back at gas stations, restaurants, and drugstores, and then 1% everywhere else. This has no annual fee, no foreign transaction fee. This card might be worth putting as one of your Chase cards because if you shop at Whole Foods or Amazon, you're gonna get 3 points per dollar with those spending. Next easy Chase card to get is gonna be the United Travel Bank card. So this is the no annual fee version of the Chase United Explorer card. So with this card, you're not really getting that many benefits. I don't recommend going for this card, although it is pretty easy to get. The Travel Bank card comes with no annual fee, and you get 2% back on United purchases, then 1.5% back on all other purchases. You get 25% back on United in-flight purchases, no foreign transaction fees. But this is a really bad card to go for. If you are going to go for a United card, you might as well go for the United Explorer card. Although it does have an annual fee, it's going to come with a lot of benefits such as United Club Lounge access. Anytime you go to the airport, you get 2 of those passes per year, and you're also going to get free first checked bag. Credit score required to get the United Travel Bank card is going to be the mid 600s, but as I mentioned, don't go for this card. All right, now I want to talk about the 2 easiest Chase credit cards to get that are definitely worth a spot in your wallet. So it's the Chase Freedom and Chase Freedom Unlimited card. So they may seem very similar with their name. Big difference is Chase Freedom Unlimited is going to earn you 1.5 points per dollar on every single purchase you make, and there's no cap to the amount of points you could earn with this card. With the Chase Freedom card, you're going to earn 5 points per dollar in certain categories, but it's going to be capped at 7,500 points you could earn per quarter with those rotating 5% categories. But after that $7,500 is met, then you're going to get 1 point per dollar on those purchases. With the Chase Freedom card, it's not really worth using this card on a regular basis because you're only going to get 1 point per dollar for all of the purchases besides those 5% categories. So in that case, you're better off using the Chase Freedom Unlimited card as your in-between card if your goal is to earn Chase Ultimate Reward points. Now, with both of these cards, whenever you earn Chase Ultimate Reward points, you could use it through the travel portal, cash out those points. But if you have a Chase Sapphire Preferred or Chase Sapphire Reserve or Chase Ink Preferred, you could then transfer it over to one of those cards and have access to transfer partners, which is going to give you the most value. And by the way, if you want to apply for any of these Chase credit cards mentioned in the video, you could use the links down in the description below, and by using our links, you help support the channel. The Chase Freedom cards are pretty much at the top of the easiest cards to get that don't have an annual fee. Now we're going to talk about more of the mid-tier cards, travel cards that are a little harder to get approved for, but still not as hard, just a step up from the cards I just mentioned. Next card is going to be the Chase Southwest Rapid Rewards Plus card. So out of the 3 personal Southwest cards, this one will be the easiest to get approved for. It does have an annual fee of $69, but it also doesn't come with as many benefits as the other 2 Chase Southwest cards. Basically, you're going to get 2 points per dollar on Southwest purchases and then 1 point per dollar everywhere else. And for every year that you pay that annual fee with the card, you're going to get a 3,000 point bonus. Now, this card does come with a foreign transaction fee compared to the other 2 Southwest cards, which don't have a foreign transaction fee. The next card is going to be an IHG card. So it's not the Chase IHG Premier card, which most people know about. It's actually the Chase IHG Rewards Club Traveler card. So this card has no annual fee, and it's not as beneficial as the Premier card, which does have an annual fee of $89. The IHG Traveler card is going to have a 60,000 point sign-up offer after spending $2,000 in the first 3 months, and as I mentioned, no annual fee. So out of the 2 IHG cards, this one is definitely a lot easier to get approved for, but it doesn't have as many benefits as the Premier card. Now, it does have some specific benefits that could benefit certain people. For example, with the Traveler card, you still get the 4th award night free, and you get Gold Elite status. And you're gonna get 15 points per dollar spent at IHG hotels. But you're not gonna get that global entry or TSA pre-check such as the Premier. You're not gonna get the automatic platinum status. And although both of the cards give you 2 points per dollar at restaurants and gas stations, I don't think it's worth using this card for that. All right, now let's talk about the harder cards to get with Chase, which are definitely worth getting. Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Chase Sapphire Reserve. You're only allowed to get one of those cards. Main difference is Chase Sapphire Preferred is going to offer a 60,000 point sign-up offer after spending $4,000 in 3 months. Chase Sapphire Reserve is going to offer a 50,000 point sign-up offer after spending $4,000 in 3 months, but with a lot more benefits if you travel. So if you plan to travel within the next year, Chase Sapphire Reserve will probably be your card. If not, go for the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and you could always upgrade to the Reserve later on. Chase Sapphire Reserve card holders are going to earn 10 points per dollar on Lyft rides. The Chase Sapphire Preferred card is going to actually earn 5 points per dollar on Lyft rides. And Chase Sapphire Reserve card holders are going to earn Pink Pass membership, which costs $19.99 per month, and these are the perks that come with it. 15% off of all rides, 3 free cancellations a month, along with some other perks. And if you want to learn specifically which which credit score you need for Chase credit cards, you could click this link over here. It goes for the minimum credit score for a lot of the cards I spoke about in this video, or click this link for more Chase credit card strategies, and I'll see you in the next video.